What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. We've got lots of new people and everything coming in. As y'all seen last night, if you joined in on the Logger Wade and Dirt Perfect simulcast live stream, however you want to call it, deal last night, it was a lot of fun. I'm sure y'all can hear above. It's raining here. We're still working. We just loaded our last load for today, but I want to welcome everybody to the channel. Let y'all know I'm out of DeRidder, Louisiana. That's in the southwest corner of Louisiana. No, we don't have gators everywhere down here. No, we're not all swamps, and no, we don't all talk funny and say things like Shelby Stango does and everything. I mean, there's plenty of us here like that, but that's not us. But anyway, I want to welcome everybody to the channel that's new and that's been here for forever. I appreciate everybody's support. So y'all hang out. We're gonna watch the rubber tire work a little bit in this video. I'm gonna kind of go over the ground situation that we got going on, and I believe if the rain will stop, I'm gonna get over there and get some video for y'all to watch the Skidders building the road crossing. I know I talked about it in a little clip here and there and yonder. So anyway, y'all hang out. Like I said, welcome everybody that's new to the channel. Welcome. I'm super stoked that it's growing like it is, and y'all hang out. We got lots of good stuff coming towards you. Let's get that intro rolling. Monday morning, we survived the tornadoes. There was only like one to come by the house. Job survived the tornadoes, which is great. We got more rain than what I thought we were going to get. Because I have an app and it tells me how much rain has fell. Anyway, it was off by about a half an inch. We've got about 1 3/4 inches of rain. Y'all can see there's water again on the ground. Although there was already water here, it's more water now than when we started. We have Matt back there cutting the down row, or thinning the road, because there's no down rows to be cut here. He said it all looks really good. See the first drag of wood laying over there? That's the first drag of wood we got out. You'll see our big pile of wood is gone. We've loaded that out. It ended up only being 5 loads. In that big old pile of wood, there's only 5 loads. That's depressing when you pile that much wood up and there's only 5 loads. But anyway, I am fixing to go get on the old rubber tire cutter over there. Mickey's gonna be in the set by himself today. We may be possibly just gonna stay in this set and skid the rest of this track over here across the road and then to this location. That road is not going to hold up. That road is going to be out. So right now my game plan 1 is to finish cutting out this one landowner piece, and I'll have to show y'all later on my map, my paper map, where it's easy for y'all to see. This is split in 2. Look, y'all see that tree with the white paint on it? All right, so that tree with the white paint on it, that is a secondary property line, I guess is what you'd say. It's like a Hancock Timber owns, or they don't own the land. They manage the timber for people that own the property, or they have invested into the property, however you want to look at it. It's a very complicated process. It's not one person owning all of the timber that I cut. So there's different investors and clients, and they just have this stuff sectioned off, and right there running through the middle of my track of timber that I have to cut on the other side is a different investor. So it's a different contract, even though it's the same stand of timber. I know, it's aggravating, but it's nothing new. That's just everyday common practice. There's been tracks I've worked that's had 4 landowners on the same 40-acre track. So y'all, yeah, it's just something you learn to work with. So anyway, I have this track squared off on that white boundary line going down through the woods, and I'm trying to get everything on this side of the boundary line worked now, and then we're going to go across the boundary line, and there's 2 sets down a road over here, but it's an old dead-end road, and I am more than likely going to just get permission to watch or to skid everything over there, because there's like, altogether there's maybe a day and a half's worth of work over there. I'll just probably skid all of that here since I have 2 skidders and this is a good road, and I can continue to work because there's rain going to be every day this week except for Friday. So you'll see that out there, way it's steam coming off that pile. That stuff is already starting to rot and compost, and it's kind of cool this morning. It's like 50 degrees, 47 to 50 degrees, somewhere in there. But that stuff holds heat as it's rotting, and whenever you break it loose like that from the ground, it lets the heat escape, and then it makes steam. But anyway, so that's my goal right now, is we're just getting everything started. We got some rain, not as much rain. We're getting this one section of landowner stuff caught up now, and Matt's back there taking care of that. Like I said, I'm fixing to get on the rubber tire, and I'm gonna go help Matt start getting cut. And Brady's over there. What he's doing is he's taking that trash and he's going down our access road down there, and he's getting that access road patched up in the back there, because I had to cut a secondary access. And Michael is skidding the woods. So Michael's skidding, Brady's building trash mats back there. And I'm gonna take the GoPro with me, and if I find something back there worth showing y'all while I'm cutting, y'all get to see it. Look at them pretty blue skies. Too bad it ain't gonna hang around. There's rain everywhere. We'll be back. Love listening to that saw. Alright, so we're down here in the woods now, and I'm going to show you a little bit. This is about, you go a little bit wetter, but this is about the maximum of how far you're going to push the duals on the rubber tire cutting in wet ground. I'm on the tipping point of too wet. The key is to keep your machine on that wood. I know a lot of people, this is all you have, and I know it's really wet. And I know a lot of people say it can't be done, but I'm trying to show that it can be done. You can do a neat job. First inning, you're gonna have to take your basal area down a little bit lower, but if your boss or whoever, if y'all can talk them into doing it this way, y'all can work. But y'all can see the access is just super sloppy. Really sloppy. Matt and them back here cutting. Michael skidding. Let me show y'all over here though. You see how sloppy the ground looks right here? But it's going down. That's the thing up here, is it's just sloppy sandy on top, but it goes down real hard. Watch, I'll show y'all Michael when he comes by. It's not really cutting down, it's just sloppy. I mean, it's cutting down a little bit on the other side over there, but I've opened up the access. The access was very narrow, and I've opened it up a little bit to where it's they can kind of walk around, and that'll help them where you're not staying in the same track over and over and over. But anyway, so y'all see, well, there we go. Now I can see y'all, or see what y'all are seeing. But y'all see the water right there, and you see how I got the trees laid? That's one of the things that helps you with a rubber tire cutter, is you can see where your skidder is going to be running easier. With a track machine, you're kind of guessing, and in years time you get it and you understand. But let me back up a little bit, get out here in the access and show y'all what I got. Like how that tree there runs out, if that was a track machine, I'd have had all that laid in straight. Like how over here I got these two that kind of curve in a little bit, and then two kind of go out. it's not gonna be perfect like a track machine would make it. But if you cut from the front, like y'all see how all that wood, that one tree right there still got the fuzzy top, I just threw that down. I cut a skint tree over here. But anyway, it's got a fuzzy top in it up there where I hadn't run on it. But y'all can see we're over here where those trees look like I've been on it. You cut, you know, I cut 2 trees and then 2 trees, and then I get my machine up on it, and then I'm working in my tops. So you're not really destroying your ground underneath the machine. And then up there, you know, same thing. You just keep repeating that process, and then you can see where your tires are running, and you can see where, you know, a rubber tire machine is going to be a little bit narrower than a skidder, unless you have a really narrow inset wheel on your skidder. And then you can see though where your duals are going to be at on the ground, and it gives you a better idea of where to lay the wood for your skidder. It helps you find some wet spots. This is what I would call marginal ground. Like I said, it's on that tipping point, but you can work this and be marginal instead of sitting at home. You can go wetter, but you're going to work a lot wetter with duals like this than you will just with single tires, or even 44s or 50s, or those low profile extra wide cutting, I don't know what those things are, they look like crap. The dual tire will help the cutter get up on the wood and stay on the wood, but you can only really dual your front out and still keep your turn radius like you have without the duals. If you put duals on the back, then your turn radius is cut in half pretty much. So you got to think about that too. But if you're cutting first thinning, and they'll let you, if you can talk them into just doing just down rows, you can dual out the front and back and work just down rows, and then when it starts drying up, come back to that. We've done that in some spots. I don't advise that because once you disturb this ground and it gets mushy, it takes 10 times longer for it to dry than what it does. Just say you don't disturb it at all, and then you come back in the spring and you can work it. This would then be a summertime track you'd have to come back to. So I mean, that's just like last ditch resort if you have your own timber and stuff and you want to do some experimental stuff. So anyway, I just figured I'd show you all that. Fix to go down here beside Matt and start cutting some more. It's a little more wet than what I was expecting to see, but it's not that bad. So anyway, I'm gonna throw y'all up on the dash or something, let y'all ride a little bit. We got y'all hanging out in the set right now, watching Mickey and them work. Got another truck back, that's number 6 already for today. So, I mean, we're not having a terrible day. We're just kind of having to hop around and find where our dry ground still is. can see it's just nasty outside and everything else. It's come a couple small showers, nothing too bad. Fixing to come over here and take Mickey at his. Mickey says hey. We just stopped swapping out coupons and stuff, swapping landowners, and he put his first bucket of wood in here and he slung his dang chain off his D-limber. So we coming out here to, he's putting a new chain on it. I think I hear a truck. Yep, there's a truck.
No, good. He needs a load of wood.
Truck driver can wait. What's the oil dripping here for? Is that off the chain?
You get out of my way. I'm keeping you away. I was trying to help.
Man, that thing's slinging that much oil. Golly. Huh?
Hey, watch my leg here.
Put the chick down back here. Get out his way.
No. That dang up safety hazard. Hey, I got rode up for this.
Yeah, this is illegal.
What?
Standing on this tongue like this.
It's alright, my foot support. This son of a freaking joker.
Don't cuss.
I ain't cussed.
Stick locked in it.
Whoa! That didn't sound good. That sounded like you broke.
He's just getting his stick out there. We got a truck.
I don't know.
Truck backing in. Be his last load. We'll have one more truck after him for the day. You better watch it. You're gonna bust your butt. Yeah. Anyway, we'll be done 12 today. I get over.
We, not him. We'd be done 12. He ain't done nothing today.
You full of crap. I've been running the rubber tire this morning till the ground give out.
Tell him, Mickey. Don't let him lie. Don't let him take claims to it.
Anyway, we're gonna be going when we get over to the truck in a minute. I'll show y'all what we got going on. Try and get around here, show y'all a little bit better what Mickey's got going on.
Yep. Nope.
We'll go up to the bottom. So that's his new chain.
The only help I can get is that's new. I'd hate to see used because that stuff right there is rusty.
We've had it on the loader for like a month. We bought it because that other chain kept slinging off, and then we put it on the loader and then it quit slinging off. If it don't go the first time, just hit it really hard. The harder you hit it, the better it motivates it. It's almost there. See what he's doing or what he's got. Maybe a little bit right there. New chain, when we get them kind of short. That way they run longer because we don't ever like.
It takes a 68.
Yeah, it takes a 68.
It will fit a 66.
But we put a 66 link chain on it. That way it can last that much longer.
Well, by the time you wear a 66 out, the rivets are so wore out, throw that sucker in the trash.
That's right.
So we're professional.
Me and Mickey are professionals. You still in training.
I ain't never gonna move up from professional. I ain't trying to. I'm just here. I don't even get a check. I'm family. I work for free.
That's how we like it. Work for free.
As long as y'all feed me, I'll be alright. But y'all food bill has been poor here lately. My sandwiches.
We don't even feed him anyway. We just let him be.
Yeah, y'all don't feed me. Y'all don't give me nothing. I did get a pork chop Friday. That was about it. And it was half eaten.
Yeah, I gave him a half-eaten pork chop Friday. That's the best I could do. And just that fast.
Here comes the rain again. I'm getting back in my unit. I don't want to melt. I don't float.
He got his new chain on. And y'all can see water hitting the lens and everything. He gonna go load this truck. I'm gonna get out the way before I get crushed.
Yeah, cause I'll run you up.
But anyway,
I ain't never seen you. I don't know what you're talking about. We
I get over, I'll show y'all on the map what we got. The plan I was trying to devise a while ago of getting out in the just skidding everything from the back here, that ain't gonna work. So there's gonna be parts of this track we're not gonna get because it's raining now. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow and the next day and a little bit the next day. Watch Mike, I don't know if you can see him back there. Just a head and wood up. And watch Mickey real fast. We got in a better patch of wood this morning. It's been good. It's just the ground is not cooperating with us, y'all. He was saying something to one of the Skidder drivers on the CB, probably about getting wood in there to him. So we have this truck and we have one more and we're gonna try and get a couple out. Not sure what we're gonna get, but like I said, this will be 12. Well, this one is 11. When we get the other truck loaded, it'll be 12 for the day. Watch that thing struggle. It's wet and it's slick. But we ain't throwing in the towel just yet. Y'all hang tight. We'll I get over here to the truck, I'll show y'all on the map what I was going to do and now what's gonna have to happen, and waiting on word from the foresters, aka my timber pimps, on what or where. There's supposed to be some more timber in this area, and see what kind and where it's at, and see if maybe I can go look at it either this evening or in the morning. So it's kind of where we're at. We're still cutting and skidding here, and then I have a day in the back here. I get to the truck, I'll show you on the map what we got, where we're going, and what we've been doing this morning. Try and get it where it's not bowed over. And it already looks bowed as it is with the GoPro. But anyway, let's see here. So everything that's in yellow is what I'm cutting. Let's see if I can get a pen. Here we go, so I can show y'all more easily. Okay, so we've cut this and all of this. That SMZ I showed y'all the other day where Matt was cutting, that's that little old light looking spot there. And so all I have, this back here, all this is on a hill. And we're sitting about right, let's see, that set is right there, is where I'm sitting at. And y'all can see, maybe, I'm not real sure, there used to be an SMZ, an access that went through here that picked up this patch, and we got all of that cut now. And then y'all see how this line runs right through the middle of my track of timber right there, how it's real nice and straight. That's that property line I was talking about earlier. So there's a road that actually runs, and we're fixing to go watch Matt cut on that road. That road actually runs through here. And then there's two sets, one for this patch and then one for this patch back here in the back over here. So what we're doing right now is this patch on this side of the road is coming to this set, and then this patch on the other side of the road where Matt is working right now is coming over here as well. And that should let me get the rest of the day. So what my plan was that patch, those two patches in the back there, that's down the road, I was going to skid those patches to the front set that I'm on right now, because this is a really good road. And even if I had to lay off trucking for half a day or so, if I could get the wood up here, I know I could get the wood out eventually. That's not gonna happen now. What's gonna happen now is that pocket back there, which is gonna be about a day and a half worth of work, is gonna get left. And then I'm gonna go up here on top of the hill where I showed you we had that other patch that I had to go get and said it was on a hill. We're gonna go up there and get that patch and clean it up, and then hopefully they're gonna come up with something for me to move tomorrow. I'm not sure what they got going on the something going on with loading the truck. I don't know what it was. He might have had a piece slide ahead on him. Anyway, we're gonna go over and we're gonna watch Matt cut in a minute. So y'all hang tight and we'll be back for that. And y'all pray for the rain to stop. That's what we need right now. Whew. It's not near as wet as what it was this time last year, but it's wet enough that it's starting to we're probably gonna start missing some work, so that's never a good sign. So anyway, we'll be back. So just show y'all something right here real quick. This is that road I was talking about. You see we got trees laid in the ditch. Matt took a head full and threw in the ditch right here. That way Michael will have a good idea on where he needs to be putting his wood. Michael's gonna have to add some more to that because y'all can see where it's all mushed out where the tracks come across. Now this side over here is built a little bit better. You have more wood to work with in here, but when we cross a road like this, we have to put so much down. Really, it takes about a drag on each side of the ground or each side of the road. That way it gets your wood up off of the ground when you're coming across. Well, especially like a little short road like this, your wood will come across and it'll hang up here high on that drag of wood. Now yeah, it's rough on the skidder coming down, but whenever he comes out here and he gets over here before his tops come off of his pile of wood over here and falls down and starts gouging the road out, the wood will kind of catch right here. I mean, there may be a little bit where the tops kind of drag kind of right over in there, but for the most part your tops are going to catch this pile of wood and it's going to hold it up. It's not so much a thing of keeping the skidder from rutting the road up, and it is, but this right here prevents the road being gouged out real deep. And I mean, it's a common practice, something we do a lot. It's really hard to film with the GoPro, by the way. The GoPro, which I can zoom in and out a little bit, but I don't really have the flexibility that I have with my big camera. Watch Michael go by over there, and it makes everything look like it's super far away because it's such a super wide angle, even though I have it on linear mode. Anybody that's used the GoPro knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, instead of watching Matt from side road, we're probably going to have to sneak in here behind him and watch. You see he's got this over here, and then he's got this over here, which Michael will use that wood down there and put that in his crossing, and he'll probably use some of this right over here to put in his crossing as well. And then let's see, so he's got one other road cut going this way. I need to go get my prism and come down here and take some plots, check, see what he's got going, because I mean the ground is I don't know, y'all, it's ground is just iffy. It's very, very iffy. So you can see he's got, with a track machine, there's no excuse for it being done like that, and I see what's done it is he got his tracks on it and he wasn't paying attention, and he kicked himself over. When he kicked himself over going this way for whatever reason, he kicked the wood over. You see the mark on the wood up there. It kicked the wood over. So he should have took that head and shoved this over and then pulled this over, and then that would have given the skidder a better something to run on. With a rubber tire cutter, you just got to take that as acceptable, but it needs to be a little bit neater than that for a track behind a track machine, because Skidder go and get on this pile of wood right here, and the way it's stowed at that angle out into the tree line there, whenever they get up on that pile of wood, they're not going to be able to get up on it to begin with. Their tire is going to run on this outside piece right here. This is going to keep slipping until they hit that nice log tree left standing down there, and then we're going to be skinning a log tree, and then the forester's going to be upset. It's details. As I've said 100 times before, it's the details, and if you don't pay attention to them, they will come back to bite you. And if it was really wet, that would bite you. I'm afraid we've been very lucky all winter and have had a very dry start to our winter, and could be very wrong on this, but I feel like old man winter's been saving up all winter on us, been dumping on everybody else. I think it's fixing to get here, so I've got to get on them, and we got to get this stuff straightened back out to where we're used to cutting in wet ground, because y'all see how that is right there, where your access is up here, and then he's got his pile of wood all the way back there. Whenever you got your pile of wood back there, your skidder's got 25 feet, 15 feet of bare ground to run on before he gets to his access. That won't fly. So I mean, there's about a drag down through there, but if that's very wet and your forester's being a butthole about the rutting, that ain't gonna work. It's just a thing of getting everybody back in the swing of doing shoveling. It's not fun, nobody wants to do it, but it's very critical to continue to work. So kind of quit raining for right now. We're gonna see if we can get the big camera, swap the mic back over on it, and watch Matt. Maybe. We'll see. Y'all hang tight. So as y'all can see, didn't get any more video of everything taking place out there. It started raining. I don't even think we got our crossing built in the road, and we called it a day. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Y'all come back tomorrow, we'll have another one. Bye.